Video's a little bit overdue, but I got the VHS X-Men Marvel Legends Mystique in hand. I've had her in hand for a little while. I have not yet opened this box to check out the figure, but checking out the back of the box, man, that is an awesome looking figure. Look at the double jointed articulation in the elbows. Liking that a lot. This is a really good look. This figure is just, it looks nice and solid. Like it's going to be a really great piece, a really great addition to the Marvel Legends VHS boxes. They go along with the animated series. Let's open it up and check it out. A little better up close look at all the artwork and everything. This is the plastic-free packaging, so everything will be in little paper bags inside, as the others have been as well. And yeah, I know that this is not the figure that we actually get in this box. This is the figure they advertised, and then the figure they sent was a different buck. It was basically just a repaint of another Mystique figure. Pretty lazy on their part. Especially the baby Nightcrawler that's included. And I'll get into that in a moment. It wouldn't have been hard to modify the mold, especially for the Nightcrawler figure, to be an actual baby Nightcrawler. And not just a repainted baby Hulk. They didn't even do anything to make it look like Nightcrawler. All they did was paint it blue and call it Nightcrawler. That's so disappointing. That feels like a slap in the face to Marvel Legends fans, Marvel Legends collectors. Let me get a light on here. This is a baby Hulk painted blue. That, my friends, I don't... How hard would it be to modify the mold to have pointy ears, or actually make him look a little more like Nightcrawler and a little bit less conspicuous as just a baby Hulk that's repainted? I don't think there's any articulation to this at all. It's just what you see. It's not the worst in the world, but I mean, it's definitely not baby Nightcrawler. You have the extra hands with the figure. That's a nice addition. And it seems to be pretty standard with these. But we're also paying a premium, a deluxe price, a $30. Actually, I think these are $35. So it kind of sucks just getting a repaint and deformation. I've seen these. I've actually seen some people have opened these, and they're very bent up, very deformed. As you can see, that's in no way, shape, or form straight, but it's not as bad as some of them that I've seen. A little bit of heat would probably take care of that. Heat it up, bend it back, let it cool in position. I mean, man. Marvel Legends, as of late, has become very disappointing with their quality and just missing the mark with fans. And this right here, this is the ultimate in lazy, in my opinion. They showed us one figure on the back of the box, and the same figure when they were advertising this line and got everyone hyped up for the new Mystique figure. And then it's like, oh, you're not getting a new one. You're just getting a repaint. That sucks. They use this buck is overused. This buck's used for several different female figures. And if you look back here, you can see right off the bat, there's several differences between what's on the box and the actual figure. It's not the same at all. Man, the elbows are what disappoints me the most. I like the double jointed elbow on the female body. It just functions better. I always feel like I'm going to break these whenever I'm trying to articulate that arm. And yeah, this is all... Get right in there. The joints aren't necessarily so tight that they feel like they're going to break, but at the same time, not every figure is going to be the same when it's pulled out of the box. She, all in all, is not that bad. I didn't have the original figure that this is a repaint of, and it also seems as though the cell shading is at least not like offline like it was with the morph figure that I had. The morph figure that I had was terrible. So it's not bad. I like the figure, don't get me wrong, but I would have much more liked to have the figure that was shown on the back of the box with the bicep articulation and the double jointed elbows. You don't have either of those things with this figure. Some butterfly joints would have been cool too. The G.I. Joe classified Zorana figure is a prime example of what they could have done with Mystique. They could have given her that articulation, but they didn't. They lazied up and failed fans yet again. It's kind of sad. Hasbro, you can do better, especially when we're paying a premium for these things. Let's go ahead and do a hand swap here. Maybe, yeah. Get the gripping hand plugged in. Well, we might get the gripping hand plugged in. There we go. And this one is articulated in the wrist as well to hold the rifle. And she does hold the rifle fairly well. Now, if we had that bicep articulation, it'd be a whole lot easier to move the arm out and have her hold that across her body. But it's still, it's okay. I wish we'd gotten that better articulation with this figure. And with this hand, she's able to hold the pistol as well. The finger does go into the trigger guard as it's supposed to. And of course, the Blue Baby Hulk. To display this figure along with the rest of my VHS Marvel Legends, I ordered 2 of these. One of them I am keeping in the box. I may sell those off, I'm not sure. But I'm going to throw everything into a little plastic crack sack here. And then I have a clamshell case. Little baby Hulk got to go in here as well, I think. There we go. He can go with the rest of the accessories. I know that it's not that bad. It's just disappointing that it seems so lazy that they would literally just repaint everything for this instead of putting forth the effort for a $35 figure or $33, whatever it was that we paid for these. It's almost like they just put zero effort into it other than, let's just throw them whatever and they'll accept it and be happy with it. Put all this together here, get the card back, inserted, everything locked up, and there we have it. Mystique with a nice background that she'll pop out on, accessories bagged up in with her, and the hang tab here at the top, and she'll go right onto one of the hooks. Here's all the VHS figures that I have currently for Marvel Legends. Yeah, I've got a light on. I'm not taking off any of the cell shading or anything. There's Morph and how I was talking about with the cell shading being misaligned on his boots. It just doesn't look right. And then Jubilee, Wolverine. I do have Cyclops, which I'll be making a video for Cyclops coming up next. What's behind there? Spider-Man. I also do these for G.I. Joe. This is how I display my 6-inch G.I. Joe figures that I open. Anything that I add some custom stuff to will go into one of these clamshell cases. And usually a Gridiron Studios accessory kit with them. I think that I'm going to open up a couple more Kamakura figures and make some ninja troop builders out of them. I did the same thing here with the black hand ninjas that were the Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Thanks for joining in to check out the new VHS Mystique figure from Marvel Legends. I promise I am not perpetually dissatisfied like that other angry YouTube toy reviewer. Not at all. So, anyway, if you're interested in any of my clamshell cases, if you look in the description, you will see links to my eBay store. You can find those there. That's the best place to get them. Message me before you buy, because those things, I sell them much cheaper than the asking price if you're buying more than one at a time. Purchase multiples of them to get a much better price. It's just so expensive for me to ship a single out to anywhere in the United States. because they have to go in a larger box. Just the size is kind of awkward to ship one at a time, but I can in a larger standard box that I use. I can ship 5 of them at a time for a lower price with shipping included. I always include shipping in all of my sales. So here's the VHS box. Again, I'm not entirely disappointed with the figure. But I would have much preferred to have this one. The upgraded arms, mostly. I prefer that articulation. I think it's awesome. And Marvel Legends has been cranking out a ton of figures. It's time to update some of these bucks and give us a little better articulation. All right, guys, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post new videos. And stay tuned. I'll have more for you soon.